Welcome to Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends, a weekly talking segment with invited guests, best-selling authors, international speakers, coaches, and business leaders. A collective conversation aimed to empower, encourage, inspire all that listen. So welcome to our show, Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends.
Well, hey, everybody. How are you all doing? Listen, we are here back again, and welcome to another episode of Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. Tonight is a roundtable discussion. We are super excited. We are part of a tour. This is an event tour, and our guest tonight is none other than the phenomenal Charlotte Brown, right out of Moss Point, Mississippi. Yes, indeed. I'm super excited that she is with us on tonight. We are part of what she is doing on an annual basis as honoring what is called the living legends, individuals that are making a major impact in the beautiful city of Moss Point, Mississippi. And not only is she honoring individuals that have made an impact in the community, but also business leaders. So we're going to have an opportunity to meet the honoree who will be receiving the Business of the Year. And we're super excited to have them with us on tonight. Well, listen, where are you? You are with a Coffee Conversation. And tonight we want to share with you about this upcoming event. We are powered by CTR Media Network, where we are heard in over 350 million viewers worldwide and over 100 countries globally. And we're super excited. I tell you that, yes, we have global speakers, leaders, thought leaders. Yes, books. We talk books. And speaking of books, yes, I think 2-3 days. I miss it every year, guys. So listen, don't hold it against me. We forget that it is International Book Day. And of all people, I should be remembering this. So I want to take a moment to honor all of the authors that we have had an opportunity to interview you on our podcast over the past 6 years. And as you know, the whole entire month of March, I actually took a break the first couple of weeks of April because it was a lot pulling off honoring. We found out that we interviewed over 500 authors over a 6-year period. And so we give God all the glory and honor that we are still in this space, making an impact. And so tonight we're going to talk about and meet some individuals that are making an impact in Moss Point, Mississippi. Listen, if you're joining us, whatever city, country, go ahead and put it in the chat where you're joining from. But tonight, I'm super excited to have the CEO of We Are Moss Point. And yes, it is none other than Ms. Charlotte Brown. I'm super excited to have her with me on tonight. And so what we're going to do, I'm going to ask you to go ahead. I'm going to be doing some sharing. We've been doing some live activity over the past couple of nights. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's get it shared out. I always tell you, tag at least 5 people, and we're going to do that. And in the meantime, let's hear from CTR Media Network. And once we hear from them, then we'll be coming back and we'll begin to find out what's happening in Moss Point. Okay. All right. And so we're going to share from CTR Media Network, and I'll be right back.
What's something people don't know about CTR Media Network? It's where content truly meets impact. At CTR Media Network, we believe in the power of stories. Our platform is a dynamic blend of education and entertainment, crafted to inspire and empower creators like you. From insightful podcasts to transformative videos, we offer a diverse range of content that helps you learn, grow, and thrive. Our mission? Innovating media, one story at a time. Imagine a place where your voice can reach millions, where your stories can reshape perspectives. That's CTR, Create, Thrive, Redefine. Join a community of visionary creators and make your mark on the world. Because here at CTR Media Network, your content doesn't just entertain, it makes an impact. So, are you ready to create, thrive, and redefine? Dive in and discover a new world of possibilities. where content meets impact. CTR Media Network.
Yes, indeed. CTR Media Network. Yes, and we do thank you all. Listen, if you would like to be a guest on our show, just simply go over to CTR Media Network and find Coffee Conversations and click onto the link, reach out to us, and we'll have that amazing conversation. Well, hey, Charlotte, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I am great. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And here we are yet again, another year. And
Yes.
so excited. Well, we have somebody. Hello. How are you?
That's
Hi
my
there. Hi there. Well, welcome. Well, everyone, our audience, come on, Charlotte. We're here yet again, another year. Congratulations on last year. And yeah, congratulations. You're continuing to make amazing strides on the Living Legends. You are at 11. Last year was year 10. So
Yes.
year 11. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fabulous. It was
Are
really,
you?
really great to get over that 10-year mark.
Yeah.
Now I feel solidified.
Yeah.
I feel like, this is gonna be, my signature event forever, my legacy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just feel great. Yeah, I feel great.
Yeah. And you've done such an amazing job at yeah, I'm talking about interview, but you've done an amazing job with honoring individuals in your community, in your city. And so here yet again, you're pressing forward. And so I'm very glad to be a part of the journey. It's going to be amazing. It really is. Tonight, you actually have joining us on our stage, you all. So let's do a backdrop. I do want to acknowledge the honorees. This is called Living Legends. Do I have that right? Yeah, the annual Living Legends. These are individuals that are being honored in the city of Moss Point who have made an impact. And so what we're talking about is the actual gala. It's a gala, it's an award evening, it's a night to come out and be dressed up and yes, pull out all the red carpet. And so what we're doing is we have Charlotte, who is here tonight, who is the founder and creator of this amazing event and we're saying 11 years. And so tonight we're meeting the honorees. And that is none other than Coach Brenda Lewis that is here with us. And then we also, and I'm not sure if he's on with us tonight, but Mr. Otis, let me get my little screen here. Is it Carter? Mr. Yes. Otis Carter. And yes, and he is one of the honorees. And then, of course, we have Ms. Tanisha Baptiste, who is the Business of the Year. And so why don't you come on and bring us into a little backdrop, introduce who your honorees are and how we got here. How did we get here tonight with this year?
Okay. So I think somebody needs to mute their phone because I'm hearing some back stuff going on. But so Otis Carter III, he was a music teacher with the Moss Point School District for many, 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 many years. So he touched a lot of lives with the children. He got a lot of the kids into college under, music and the arts programs. He never stopped. He continued to do things in the community. He is still a huge part of the community. He plays music at all of the events. He brings the kids to all the events. The list just goes on and on. Currently, he's trying to, or a lot of people are trying to get the street that he lives on renamed after him. So that's a big thing. Hopefully we'll be able to get that approved at some point. But he is a huge community activist. He has been placed on the Blues Marker, which we have a Blues Marker here in Moss Point. And because of his many years of of artistry and playing, and he's also played in bands with famous bands that used to come through town. So that is why he is our 11th annual living legend. And then Coach Brenda Lewis literally created softball. I mean, literally. From when I was in the world, she did. I played with her. Wincy played with her. Belisa played with her, and we all played under her. Downtown Moss Point in that league. She transitioned from there to the high school. Where she finished out her career. She has led the girls softball team to many, many, many championships. She has been promoted to the Sports Hall of Fame. So, yeah, I mean, the list goes on and on about her as well. And then we have our business. Only 3 years ago. This is the 4th year, so 4 years ago, I decided, I should also honor the local small businesses because, yeah, they're the backbone of everything. And so I should do that. And, I was looking around, and I don't know about other neighboring cities, but we have a large amount of small businesses in Boston. Large amount. So I felt like that was important to do as well. A lot of businesses, when we have back to school drives, when we have the tornado that happened, all the other, events that happen, tragic events that happen, even during the cold weather, a lot of the businesses come together and just do it, just donate. They just get it done. And Tanisha and Company is one of them. So I just think it's important to get this stuff out because everybody needs to make a living. Yeah, everybody's in business, to have business. But when you're equally as benevolent and as giving as Tanisha and her company is, and she has an array of things under her umbrella. So she's not just like one. She does event planning. So she has photographers, she has decorators, she has caterers, all in one. So she is our 4th annual business of the year.
Wow. So, so that would definitely be a great example of someone that knows what collaboration is all about. And listen, that's what it takes. It takes individuals. I believe there's enough power around for everybody. And just like Jesus did, he fed the 5,000. Don't know about feeding the 5,000, but when they all come together, you're on one accord for that one big accomplishment. Those of you that are tuning in, Sandy's back here on another night. Yes, on a Thursday night because it's a special episode. And we are needing to get the word out, the buzz out. And although this big event is in its 11th year, we want to really listen. I am broadcasting all the way from Greensboro, North Carolina, but I lived, Mississippi became my home on the Gulf Coast. And so I came in connection with some amazing people for over 15 plus years. And it seemed like the latter years was my best years there, but we have relocated and we got lots and tons of connection still back in Mississippi. So on tonight, we do want to have this privilege of interviewing. So I would love for Coach Brenda to say hello to us. And also we do have a lead ambassador. I'm calling her a lead ambassador, but ambassadors, we've got ambassadors here with us tonight. Some are on Audible, and we do have Dr. Wincy Powell that is with us on this evening. And so we'll be hearing from her as well as Lady Tanisha that we'll be hearing from. Coach, come on, it's great to meet you. How are you feeling about this award? And someone just acknowledging your your contribution to the city of Moss Point, as well as the state, but Moss Point.
I think you're mute.
Press that little button.
You're on mute. Bring your granddaughter back. She can show you. There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay. That better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did this job and taught all the little people you have there with us tonight, and been blessed to have a very successful career. When I was doing it, it was strictly passion for the sport, and was blessed with tremendous athletes, and we accomplished a lot. We did, we sure did.
Yeah. Yeah. And in those years of your accomplishment, can you share with us just one of those moments, where you had to really pivot? You got some individuals, you got some young ladies,
Well,
and was it men or ladies that you coached?
well, actually, I coached so many different sports, but I concentrated on softball, and
Okay.
because that was my love. But I coached a lot of different sports, a lot of different kids, and the I guess the most there's two very important events, and that's when we first started softball. We only were able to play to the district level, so which was very competitive. That was a very exciting time to be able to start a program and to develop a program. And then in 1988, there was the first state championship, and that's where all the classes played together. It wasn't broken down by classes as it is today. That was a very monumental accomplishment as far as I'm concerned. I think we all did a great job to reach that point. And continued from there on. We won state championships in the, each decade. I guess it was 8, 9, 2000. I've been blessed.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Charlotte, what would you like to ask her? You selected her, Coach Brenda. What is it about, again, her accomplishments and all that she's done? But would you like to ask her a question here on the stage?
Yeah, and then I also want to let you know that one of the ambassadors said, "Hey, Coach, I played as well, Belina Dubose. So she
Wow.
also played with
Yes,
you. So you got us all. You got
I
us all. But
you sure.
I would like to ask you this. It's a point of contention in Moss Point that we don't have the baseball field available for the kids currently to play in. That seems to be a hot topic. So, what would you suggest? How did you overcome certain challenges or whatever challenges you had? At the
There were
time, how did you overcome it, and what would you suggest as
quite a,
advice?
quite things that we had to do. But first of all, the people in Moss Point will be very supportive and will be very helpful if you reach out to them and talk with them and include them into what you were doing. Very monumental that I had at the time. I've gone under several athletic directors, but at that time we originated softball in Moss Point on the high school level. Coach Miller was there, and he was very helpful, pointing me in the right direction. And then it continued with Coach Alexander, pointing and putting us in the right direction where we got that field that we had. That was torn up by the tornadoes, but we did get a field house, and the field up to par. We have one of the greatest fields. We just need to work real hard on it. And if we get around and talk to people and include them, I think we can do it. I think it's very possible. But there's a lot to overcome. But planning has to be done, and you don't wait to the moment of to plan. You plan prior to, and that's monumental in getting this task done.
Right.
And got to do a better job planning and including people and incorporating people into it
Okay.
that feel some ownership with it.
Right. Right. I love it. That goes back to what you were saying, Sandy, about
It
collaboration.
is, it is, and it will always be. And
Yep.
you do things not because you. I'm not gonna. That's what I told the kids. My day's gone as far as an athlete. This is for you, and
Right.
you're laying the groundwork for what's coming after you. And there are a lot of people, a lot of former athletes, both male and female, that feel like softball has been a very integral part of their school life, and I think they'd be willing to jump out there and help.
Great advice.
Yes, yes, it is indeed. We are with the CEO of We Are Moss Point, and I just want it's we are Moss Point strong, and tonight we are meeting the living legend honoree, yes, Coach Brenda. And she is with us tonight, as well as the business of the year recipient and honoree. And so, Tanisha, welcome. Welcome to Coffee Conversation tonight.
All right. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much for having me. I have much love and respect for everyone on the virtual stage. And so I'm excited to be here. And I was deeply, deeply honored when Charlotte gave me the news. I'm a Charlotte fan and I believe in community and I believe in community advocacy. And I've watched her for years practice what she preaches. And with this ball, I have been on the program. I have assisted with decor, and this year I'll be doing a little bit of all of that. So I'm excited about that, and I believe in the vision. And she has honored some amazing, amazing Moss Point legends, people who have made a big contribution that have started in Moss Point that have
Mhm.
impacted.
Did we just lose her for a
I
second?
think so. My screen went completely blank.
It did, but it's okay. It happens while we wait for her to. Let's see here. And we are here. I'm going to bring on our ambassador, Dr. Wendy Angel Powell. Come on, lady. How you doing? Tanisha, oh, she's back.
Okay, I'm
It's
back. I don't
in,
know what happened.
we're in real life technology, y'all.
Okay.
Right.
Did you all hear me?
We heard you up until
Okay,
you were
good.
talking about community. Yeah, we could hear you though.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah. So it's awesome. I'm excited about it. Very excited.
Yeah, and we're excited about honoring you and all that you'll be just having a moment to be honored. It you serve others in so many ways with your business, and I believe that that is one of the things, as Charlotte was sharing, is how you've come in and just kind of brought it all together for others. And that is good, Charlotte, that you would, she'll have a moment to sit and be pampered
Right.
and served while you have served others. I think that is awesome. That is awesome. What is there one thing that stands out over the years that you could say about your honoree in business?
I would
I can
actually
say that.
Yeah, that was for Charlotte to say about
okay.
you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I can definitely say that she has her hands in a lot of pots. She's in a sorority. She's in another service organization,
Uh-huh.
and she has she has it's she goes up, she climbs the ladder every year. How about that? So she goes like from, she may have been here doing this 2 or 3 4 years ago, then she steadily goes up the ladder with her different ventures and her different companies.
Okay.
So
Ever
she's always,
She's forever evolving is
she's
what I'm.
always evolving and
Yeah.
and progressing,
Yeah.
absolutely, and bringing others with her, because if I'm not mistaken, you didn't start out with a photographer and all that.
That's
Is that
exactly right.
correct? So
Collaboration is a vibe.
Yeah.
that's right. So
It's called a dream team.
she's
That's right.
consistently, yeah, she's consistently adding, bringing other businesses with her, collaborating, and I, honest to God, I just completely admire that. Anytime anybody can, consistently reinvent themselves and bring somebody else, and that person's doing well too, you got me. So that is what, that is the reason, she is definitely the business of the year. So I want to ask you though, Tanisha, if you had, um, since you've done it and you've done it successfully, if you had, I'm not gonna say one because I always think just one. If you had three pieces of advice to give anybody that wants to start a business right now today, what three, like real simple, real talk to me like I'm a fourth grader, advice would you give?
To start it. So many times we talk about it, we dream about it, but we don't start it. And that's one area of I have another business called People Centered Solutions, where I help people start their business. I make sure that it's a legitimate business because that is, there are so many ideas. There are so many opportunities out there. There are so many solutions to people's problems that people have and they don't start it. So making sure that it's a legitimate business and actually starting it would be one. Two, don't be a greedy entrepreneur. I have been successful. This is year 11 for Tanisha and Company, is because I believe in collaboration and I've always believed in collaboration. So as the event planning firm, I've had people say, Tanisha, you have so much money going out. Like you could be doing this, you could be doing that. But why? When there are other people doing what they do and bringing their expertise. I love after the best part after an event is when I get to make my post and I be able to highlight all those businesses that help make it come together. That is what brings me joy. That's what fills my cup. So I believe in collaboration. A lot of my business partners, I can call them. I can send quotes. I can send proposals out without even talking to them because they have my back and I have theirs. So not being greedy and understanding that there's money, there's opportunity, there's business for everyone would be my second. And third, you gotta keep, and I won't say this is third, but the third piece of advice, you
Mhm.
gotta keep God in the center of your business. And you have to treat it. We talk about small businesses, but you can't treat it like a small business. You have to treat it like it's a multi-million dollar business and keep praying and taking their business before the altar, and God will bless your business.
I
I
love it.
started the business as I was working somewhere and decided that I was going to make another move. And I took a $26,000 pay cut. In the midst of that, I decided, you know what? Every position I had, I've always had event planning responsibilities. So I'm gonna start this business. I started the business. I did a Facebook page, got my LLC, did all that. Within 72 hours of posting the business on Facebook, I had booked 3 events. And here I am 11 years later. I would have
Wow.
never thought that the business would have evolved and been as successful as it's been in 11 years, but I just put it out there and people trusted the
Right.
brand. They trusted me, and I'm doing all kind of events now. I started wanting to be a wedding planner. It took me
Hmm.
3 years to be a wedding planner, and now I'm on bride. My May bride is bride 52.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's fabulous. So that is why she is the fourth annual business of the year.
Exactly, exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. At this time, let's see. I want to say, Wendy, I lost her. What I'm going to do, we're going to hear from one of our sponsors, and when we come back, Charlotte, we're going to. I have a little clip I want to share. I think I'll share it before y'all get ready. And she's sitting on the edge. She's like, "What you got, Sandy? What you got?" But listen, we're going to share a clip of, yes, who this amazing organizer is, excuse me, and she does it from her heart. And so let's hear an interview that Charlotte Brown, the CEO of We Are Moss Point, this is the ninth year event, and we'll love
Uh-oh.
it. Let's hear.
Is something good that contributes to society, contributes to the
Let's see
community,
if
they
we
should be
can turn it up
recognized.
in volume.
And in any way possible, small, large, most people don't get recognized, period. So this is just our little small way of recognizing them and letting them know we see you, we appreciate you, we honor you, and you're our legend. You don't have to be a superstar, a billionaire, a millionaire to do something important.
Awesome.
We Are Moss Point is a nonprofit organization working to bring awareness and.
So that, of course, was in year 2020. Well, I'm seeing 2023. Yes.
23.
So listen, the archives, pulling it out. So
Yes, the archives.
see how far, I mean, again, talk about one, I think you had shared with our audience once before. Can you recall one of the living legends that that was your oldest? Which ones out of the 11 years that has made an impact?
The oldest was Inez Green. As a matter of fact, Inez Green and Isabel Knight were at the time 89 and 87. They're no longer with us, but they both lived until Miss Knight passed at 90. I want to say 98.
Wow.
Miss Inez was 100.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
and man, there was so much wisdom. Miss Inez was the first. Well, she was a principal at the last all African American high school. So at the time, the schools weren't integrated yet.
Yeah.
And Miss Knight was the first. If she wasn't the first, she was the second home economics teacher at the junior high school. But Miss Knight, Lord have mercy, she had an acre, a yard that was an acre. She mowed it every week.
She did her own lawn.
She did her own lawn until the day she left this earth.
Shut your mouth. Wow.
She did her own lawn.
Wow.
So yeah, they were phenomenal. They were phenomenal women. They both were honored downtown Moss Point at a festival where they had like they recreated scenes for them and about them. Miss Inez gave a kind of like a poetry reading of her life. It was just phenomenal. So yeah, so those were the eldest. Now the eldest that's still living is she's we call her mommy, but her name is Annie Jimerson, Annie Seawright Jimerson. She's still living and she's 94.
94 years old.
94 years old. She still walks just fine. As a matter of fact, she was the honoree that night of that clip you just played. She was the honoree.
Isn't that something? Well, listen, you we just want to thank you for taking, I mean, you have a heartbeat and you're doing it, and that's others. I can see, I want to be a part of it. People are saying, I want to be a part of it. And so this is where the community is. This is how you all can take part in it.
Alina just corrected me and said Miss Inez was 106 when she passed.
Wow. Okay. All right. So thank you. That's why we've got these ambassadors. And so I think I got some more people that's okay. There's Wednesday. There she is right there. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to talk about what the connection, where you can go to get tickets are on sale. And we listen, I'm even saying, listen, if y'all can catch a plane and get on to come on. Okay, we want you to be there. All right. And so I would like for Wednesday to come on and say hello, Dr. Wednesday. Hey there, how are you? And welcome and being another ambassador this year. Thank you so much. How are you, my lady?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. And I'm super excited. I'm always eager to highlight anything, all goodness of this special place I call home, Moss Point, Mississippi.
Yeah.
So to be an ambassador for We Are Moss Point and to help shine a light on the goodness and the great people that we take great pride in highlighting is a privilege. I do want to take a moment to congratulate the esteemed living legends. Great selection this year, as every year. We honor you, not just for your achievements, but for the lasting impact on what you've made in our hearts and others' hearts, generations, and again, our community. And by highlighting your journey, we celebrate more than history from Moss Point, but we uplift the pride, the resilience, and the spirit that define who we are. So I'm eager to help the outsiders know what the goodness is about Moss Point. I've had the privilege of working with Tanisha. She is phenomenal, like Charlotte. Yes, I believe in the power of collaboration.
Yes,
It's nothing like a collaborative effort because we're stronger together, of course. And when we shine our light and when we give others permission to do the same, and that's what it's all about. So, thank you for being a living example. Thank you for your legacy, your love, your leadership, and the reason we shine brighter. So, looking forward to celebrating you.
absolutely. You're muted. Hit the mute button.
I'm just steady talking, y'all.
There you go.
Thank you, Dr. Wenzi. Thank you so much for being an ambassador again this year. Thank you so much. We do want to acknowledge our amazing. They'll be getting to really to work, y'all. And now is that time. So you're going to see their social media posts. You can just look out for some infomercials. We're really going to get the buzz out. And most of all, we're making it really easy for you to simply click on to a very short link. And that is where you can purchase your ticket. So I'm going to have Charlotte to go ahead and share about that. We're going to bring up the Eventbrite. You can get tickets. The site is live where you can go. And I'm going to bring that up. Charlotte, you want to go ahead and talk about that?
Absolutely. So we definitely we have limited VIP tickets and tables. So we need all of our honorees to definitely have your loved ones get their tickets immediately. There's only a limited amount of seats to sit with you or near you or at your table. So that probably needs to be done immediately. Um, Also, we're going to be having the ambassadors. They're going to be sharing a couple times a week, every week, and just, tagging everybody. We have the link here. It's a very short link. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to Eventbrite, and you can purchase the tickets. The tickets are the VIP tickets are 40, and the general admission is 25. We have limited seats. It's not a huge event. They're very limited seats. Matter of fact, there's only 120 seats. So if you are interested in coming, which I'm sure you want to see your legend, be or your businesswoman be honored, please go ahead and get your tickets. We are a 501c3, so it is tax deductible. You are supporting a nonprofit. We are listed with the charity registry at Mississippi, the Mississippi Secretary of State. All of the money goes back into the community. I do not get a dime. I am not paid at all. Everything goes back into the community in the form of back to school drives, resource events, scholarships. As a matter of fact, on May the 23rd, we'll be giving out the fourth annual scholarship to a deserving student. We took two children. We took one child and three ambassadors to Selma to walk the Bloody Bridge. We tried to take the kids on an educational trip annually. We're gonna get back to that. Of course, COVID stopped a lot of stuff. Selma wasn't even open for a while, but we're gonna get back to that.
Mm-hmm.
We're just the I like to call myself the missing piece. We're the missing piece. So if you're having an event, and let's just say you have the the backpacks, the books, the pens, the pencils, and you need paper, and you got the hamburgers and hot dogs, but you need the mustard and the ketchup. I'm your girl. Call me. I can fill in the gap. We can do this thing together. I have 3 new board members. Becky Jollywood. I'm sure she taught a lot of you. Becky Jollywood is on the board now. Cynthia Forrest. She is the owner of Butterflies Kitchen catering event. She is on the board now. And Dorinda Planer. She is the owner of Put the Name of Your Business Down, Dorinda. Dorinda is the owner. Everybody around me are rock stars. They're all business owners. Sandy's a business owner. Wincy's a business owner. Tanisha, Dorinda, Cynthia, we're all rock stars. Miss D's Exquisite Cleaning Service. She has her own, she's cleaning currently, which is why she can't be on camera. She goes from one job to the other. So we're all very dedicated to giving back to the community, with our businesses, with our ventures, and we all work together. Valina is currently working on her next degree. So who knows what she's going to do. She's also a business owner, though. She owns a paparazzi business. So we're all business owners, and we all collaborate together. So that's my thing. That's my spiel. Once again, I am a 501, as Tanisha so eloquently put. I am legitimate. I am legitimate. You can indeed tax break if you donate or if you are a part of this organization. Thank you everyone for helping me. Thank you Moss Point for always accepting us. Thank you Sandy. She is my digital guru. And yeah, we're just going to keep going. Yeah, Valina's also an educator. She teaches over in Gulfport. She teaches the middle-aged kids. I think she, and I want to say she teaches the special needs. So it takes a real special person to do that, and she is that. So yeah, we would love to see you out. We would definitely love to see you come out to the event and see what we're all about. We have wonderful entertainment. We have a jazz artist. His name is Dee Saunders. He rocked the house last year. Everybody was raving about him, trying to book him. So, yeah.
Awesome. Oh, you can keep talking.
Well, that's pretty much it. Hey, if you want to contact us, just inbox me or just go to my webpage, www.wearemosspoint.com. I also have a Facebook page, wearemosspoint.com. Yeah, you can reach me. You can find me. Just ask somebody. Where's Charlotte? Somebody will put you in the right direction.
For sure. Listen, let's see how many. Okay, I got you on solo. Let's see here. Hold on just a second. So listen, we're just really highlighting tonight. We will be bringing, we'll probably do about 4 more interviews with Charlotte. I would love for the girls to come and let's have a dialogue, a round table of how important it is to be an ambassador for an event such as this. Listen, these ladies are going to definitely be ambassadors for the We Are Moss Point event, and super excited. I just want to share some things, as Charlotte was saying earlier, about We Are Moss Point. We are Moss Point strong, empowering love, hope, and dreams for a better tomorrow. The goal is that they're there to empower the community to be the best version of itself, embracing civic pride and values that bring people together, regardless of their race, their class, or social status differences. And if you go on to the website, you will even see about the mission. The mission is that the hope is to ignite inspiration and empowerment within Moss Point community. And I'm going to stop right there. When I first met Charlotte and we had our conversation, that was one of my questions. Why do you want to do this? And so why did you want to do all of this? And her one thing is said, I remember, Charlotte, in our conversation that has stuck with me is that you wanted the world to see that there is more to it than what the naysayers or what the other people were saying. Truth be told, as she was saying, Moss Point was getting a bad rap. There's another side. She's just not doing this. There's a purpose. But she wanted to make sure that people really knew that there is, like the word of God says, that there's something good coming out of Moss Point. And so that is the mission. The hope is to ignite inspiration. There's generations and generations. She's a generation of honoring legends. So the mission is to ignite inspiration, empowerment within the Moss Point community, focusing on conveying positive information about their neighborhood, uplifting our community, and fostering civic pride and values that unite us all, regardless of the differences in race, class, or social. And lastly, the vision. The vision is to strive, prioritize the healthy development of communities by supporting the people and institutions that impact their well-being. We envision, as she writes, a community where we hope to revive, and our youth are empowered through financial, social, and community development. So as these ambassadors are in the social media streets, I need you all to give them some kudos and send them some emojis. Just let's get the fire started, because you're going to be hearing a lot about We Are Moss Point, and the ambassadors are ready to get, as they say, get it started, okay? So it is always good. I like to you back. We want to congratulate the honorees and the two living legends, as well as our business owner. We want to congratulate them. I'm just here along with the ride. Listen, it is always my pleasure. If any of the ambassadors, I know you're audible, if you would like to unmute yourself, I'm going to give you that opportunity to do that and greet our audience and give us a little plug. Tell them where to go and how they can purchase the ticket. And go ahead and introduce yourself. And we're going to be wrapping it up.
Alina has a 2-year-old, so she's scared that her granddaughter's gonna take over the conversation.
Well, come on then.
And I think Dorinda's working, so maybe next time we have the next one, give them enough notice. Yeah, so that's fine. But I also want to thank you for reading our mission. I also want to add that We Are Moss Point's somebody inboxed me a while back and wanted to know why I didn't post or highlight a few things. One had to do with an election, and one had to do with some type of unsolved crime that was going on. So ended up being a cold case. We Are Moss Point will never, ever highlight anything anywhere close to being bad. If it is not extraordinary, if it is not positive, We Are Moss Point will never highlight that. There are enough agencies to do that. You got the police department, you got other things, but We Are Moss Point will never do that. I was sitting in my house one day 5 years ago, and I kept seeing this stuff on TV about all of the shootings and the killings in Moss Point, and just all of the things. And I stopped and I said, well, I mean, I remember one or two maybe, but they're making it sound like it's being done weekly, and that's just not true.
Yeah,
that is just not true. That is not accurate. And if we're going to talk about this, let's not just talk about one city. Let's talk about all of the cities, because something can't go on in Moss Point without it affecting Pascagoula or Gaucher or any of the surrounding areas, because we all have loved ones in these cities as well. Half of us are married to somebody in the next town. So we're all intertwined
Yeah.
But that's when I decided I am going to just put out as much positive stuff that happens as I can. I don't care if it's a kid that just got a B on their report card. I'm posting it. And that's exactly what I did. That's how it started. Just me putting it on Facebook, posting it. I was putting up the kids winning a basketball game by 2 points, just anything I could put out there
Yeah.
to negate the negativity.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how it started.
Yes.
And for me, it's personal because I live here. I was born here, but understand it's a snowball effect.
Yeah.
If it's happening here, you know, it's gonna spill over to your area. So, if we all get on board and we all, just flood the airways, flood everything with positivity, positive images, the good things that are going on, because once again, there are so many good things going on.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we're gonna win this thing.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I want to hear again when Dr. Winsey, if you will, give us one last plug, and then we will be headed out again. The link for the tickets are in the chat on our Facebook page, as well in the chat on our YouTube channel. So you will find it. So if you're listening now, you may be listening at our replay. And we would encourage, yes, the ambassadors will be doing some replaying. And so you all can look out. So Dr. Winsey, I'm going to yield back and just go ahead and share your heart and encourage our viewers to go ahead and join us in this campaign of honoring the living legends of the We Are Moss Point Project.
Yes, July can't come soon enough. And just in summary, just to reiterate what Charlotte indicated, we're here to change the narrative about Moss Point and the wonderful and extraordinary things that happens in this very strong and extraordinary town, the town that I grew up in. We don't want the outsiders to just capture those things that the media narrate as far as anything negative. We want everyone to know how beautiful and how extraordinary and how rich and how talented, all the talent that comes from this wonderful place. So help us celebrate. Come and join us and help us continue to evolve and help us to continue to highlight the River City we call Moss Point. Get your tickets, and we're ready.
Absolutely. Yes. Get your tickets for sure. Well, we want to thank Charlotte. Thank you so much. I think that this is going to be an amazing, amazing year. Listen, whatever happened in year 10, I wasn't there at the event last year, but I'm making my business. Yes, Lord.
Can't wait to see you, Sandy.
I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait to see you guys. Yes, indeed. So we got a lot of work to do, and looking forward to seeing you all on July the 26th. Yes, in Moss Point, in Pascagoula at the Schneider Hall. I never can get that word right.
That's right.
Yes. And we're going to see you. So we do, again, want to take time to thank our honorees. We're excited about them on this journey, as well as our ambassadors that will be joining us. And so, listen, we are going to have an amazing, amazing time. So I think that is about it. Any last words? Anybody? Yes, Coach Brenda, thank you for coming through. If you can hear me, and also Lady Tanisha, thank you for coming through as well. We'll be seeing you all throughout. We're going to have you guys back. You'll be getting the calendar, and y'all will see the replays and all of that good stuff. And of course, Mr. Carter, who is also an honoree. And so we want to thank you for being with us on this evening, and our ambassadors. And so at this time, we're going to end our broadcast. I think that this is it. All right, guys. So listen.
Right. Thank you.
Oh, listen, it's been a blast. It's been a blast. We've had an amazing time. So listen, y'all take care. Before we do, before we go, we're going to hear from our sponsor, and you guys won't even know who this person is. All right.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Jonathan Haynes, and I'm so honored to be a sponsor for Book Talks with Sandy Sanders. I am offering my services to you. Yes, you heard that right. I am the Songbird of the South, Gospel Award-winning recording artist, 5-time international best-selling author, motivational speaker, educator, mental health coach, vocal coach, and I'm offering my service to you. Yes, you heard that right. You can reach me at phone number 228-313-9068 or reach me by email, sbirdproductions56@gmail.com. I'm looking forward to connecting with you, and let's continue to support Dr. Sandy Sanders with Book Talks with Sandy Sanders. God bless you all.
I love it. That Dr. Jonathan Haynes is something. I love it. I love it. I love it. Listen, guys, as always, you guys know that I love you. Take care. Don't forget, we want to see you in Moss Point, Mississippi, Saturday, July the 26th. And yes, this is the 11th annual Living Legends that is being sponsored by the We Are Moss Point. Yes, and the CEO herself, none other than the phenomenal Charlotte Brown. Listen, look out for those ambassadors. They're going to be spreading the word all over social media. And we look forward, as we said, is that the tickets are limited. So you don't want to wait. Get your ticket. Go on over there to the chat. Click onto it. And if you cannot even be there, we would love for you, if you would like to contribute, because this is organized by a nonprofit organization. And all of the funds, all of the money goes right back into the community. And so, as always, you guys that I know, I love you. Take care. Be blessed. And I will see you soon. All right. Y'all take care. Stay with me, ladies. All right. And we will see you soon. Okay. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.